Today we are once again back with Smogon versus Reddit. If you missed the first one, it was Mudkipnerd versus Finchinator for a chance to be on the OU Council. The OU Council basically gets to vote what happens to Pokemon and decides what happens to Pokemon on Smogon, on Pokemon Showdown, right? Whether Pokemon get banned or not, whether Pokemon should be suspect tested to be banned, that's basically what happens. But we have Finchinator versus Mudkipnerd, the rematch. It looks like Mudkipnerd is sticking to that asfgerthrrth this time, which I'm very happy about. This is like, he asked Finch for another game, and this got postponed until Thursday, 5 p.m., which it clearly is right now. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. Finch is definitely taking it a little bit more seriously this time. Even though he won last time, he could have won 3-0 and, 2-0 instead of 2-1. And he's definitely taking it more seriously this time with a more balanced team, right? We got the Tinglu for the spikes and hazards. We have Dragapult, which is really good right now, either Choice Specs or Choice Scarf. I'm going to keep the chat as is. It looks like they're not leaving it open chat this time because it looked like a Twitch chat during the game, I guess. But yeah, we see Mudkipnerd with some asfgerthrrth stuff. Asfgerthrrth is usually a decent Pokemon. Pretty scary at times, but between Tinglu, Scizor, even Amoonguss with Clear Smog, right, will live a stored power as long as it's not super boosted. But yeah, I could see Annihilape still putting in a lot of work if it is a steel bulk up, though not typically steel. Now, Flamigo is a really cool lead, right? Because Flamigo is typically Scarf or Bandit. Scarf is good because it's scrappy, so it can close combat Golden Go, one of the most used Pokemon there. This Pokemon is actually high-key a giant threat versus Finch's team. The thing is, though, if it is Scarf, it doesn't kill Dragapult from full. It needs a little bit of damage. But if Mudkipnerd is Scarf, probably just U-turn here for a little bit of chip, get in Tinglu, and go from there. Finch probably knows the calc off the top of his head. I think he also knows that Dragapult's role is just to do some massive damage to Rotom and potentially Annihilape. So he could sack some damage this turn, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, he could sack his HP this turn if he really, really wants to. Also, if you do enjoy competitive Pokemon, make sure you let me know by leaving a like. If you'd like this sort of thing, I always think it's cool to have a little story going on. I know they're not playing super fast here, but there's so far 300 people in this one. I think we got up to 1,000 last time, but if you do enjoy this type of thing, very good U-turn on Mudkipnerd's part. Very, very good U-turn. Because again, you don't kill from full, but now it's damn near close to a kill next time. Also, it looks like we will start at 0. By the way, I just want to let you know that I did not make this team and was forced to use it by the Puku Muku for OU Discord members. We do see a Will-O-Wisp by Finch. Leading to believe it's a more bulkier, well, it's not bulkier, but it's probably running heavy-duty boots on the Dragapult. Right onto Tinglu, which is nice. Flamigo Gaming, not gonna lie, Flamigo was here solely based on the other 3 teams. Unfortunately, this is not the other team. Oh, so he was he thought that Finch would bring the other stuff. But yeah, it's usually Will-O-Wisp, U-turn, Dragon Darts, Hex, with heavy-duty boots. We'll probably see a Hazard going up. Finch did not bring Hazard control. So there's that. I believe Scizor does, however, have Defog in Scarlet and Violet still. It doesn't have too much stuff, like it doesn't have Roost anymore, but it does still have Defog, so maybe that will be the Hazard control. Assuming this is Stealth Rock plus Spike, I just get them all up now if I'm Mudkipnerd. The other thing is, though, that most of these mons could just be heavy-duty boots. Like, if he's not bringing Hazard control, which it looks like it's not, this is probably heavy-duty boots Amoonguss, heavy-duty boots Tinglu, heavy-duty boots Garg, heavy-duty boots Dragapult. Rotom doesn't really care because it only takes Stealth Rock damage. So we see Annihilape come out on the Stealth Rock from Garg. Now, Garg, typically on these type of builds with rocks, will run Stealth Rock plus Salt Cure, which is the freaking most annoying move in the damn game because it never, ever ends, and it just continuously stacks up. But if Annihilape had gotten hit, obviously that'd be boosting the Rage Fist. I think Mudkipnerd definitely wants that Rage Fist being boosted. If this is sub-bulk up Annihilape, could be a little bit of a problem, but eventually Dragapult Infiltrator will come in and Will-O-Wisp it through its sub. I think Amoonguss comes out, though, right now, or you just go for a Salt Cure because Annihilape initially, unless it's choice, does not do a lot of damage to Garg. Garganical. I want to call it Garganache because that's what my friends and I call it, but obviously, then I'll be getting in the comments, you know, it's salt and ACL. And but, yeah, so I assume that Finch is just going to go Amoonguss and just try and get off a Spore. It looks really, really free. And if it's Taunt Annihilape, you just click Clear Smog. Hard Dragapult, which is smart too, because actually if Dragapult goes for Hex here or U-turn or anything, it dies to Rage Fist. So I'm not even sure if this worked. That was a really good taunt. That was a good taunt, trying to catch the Among Us upon switching. Click Smog actually doesn't even help against Annihilate, right? Because you're just boosting its Rage Fist. This Annihilate is a giant threat. And Mudkipnerd made a really good play going for taunt there. I'm not sure if he anticipated Among Us or Dragapult coming out. Because, I mean, taunt doesn't stop Salt Cure from the guard, right? I personally would have just Salt Cured if I didn't go hard Dragapult. Just because the consistent damage would be weakening this Pokemon, and then you could beat it via Spore from Among Us, because even if they taunt on Spore, they're still wasting a turn, and they're still taking that Salt Cure damage overall. But I'll pause it real quick, but I don't think Dragapult even stays in here. I actually think it hard switches back into either Among Us or Rotom. Rotom if it's fast Will-O-Wisp, and then Among Us if it thinks it has a means of dealing with this. This Annihilate is a giant threat. Finch has to get these turns perfectly because he basically needs Dragapult to Will-O-Wisp Annihilate, or he will lose. So yeah, we do see the Rotom come out. On the bulk up, yep, makes perfect sense to go for bulk up there. We see leftovers on Rotom, which means that it can't actually touch. It won't most likely not be faster than Annihilate, but Annihilate can taunt it. If Finch wants to touch it with a Volt Switch, you are boosting that Rage Fist from 50 base power to 100. So this is a really annoying turn, but a lot of people will do this as a means to beat Annihilate. They'll go Rotom, they'll take the hit, and then they'll bring out Dragapult to force it out with Will-O-Wisp. And that will eventually let Among Us beat it 1v1. I do think, though, that, like I said, I don't think the Scizor... Let me check if Scizor can have Defog. Let's see. Yeah, it can have Defog right now. Cool. So we do see a Willow, him trying to go for Willow. Him trying to go for Willow, missing on the Rotom. In the long run, I don't think that matters too much. You can always Willow again. I agree with Finch trying to go for Willow too, because I mean at least it wastes the taunt from Annihilate, and then you could try and go Dragapult from there after. This Annihilate is going to be a giant problem, honestly. It's crazy because Finch was... Let's see if we see the heavy duty boots. We do. Doesn't take any Stealth Rock damage. This is a free Spore. If a Spathra, I think the only Spathra set that can win here is if it's Terra Fighting. Even then, it's gonna be hard, man. This Scizor is crazy, especially if it's. Let's say it's not right. Let's just say the Scizor is SD. Let's say the Scizor SD, right? Because you are Stealth Rock on Garg, so you're probably Spikes on Tinglu, and there Finch calls the Tinglu trying to come in on Spore. Very good play. That might just be SD Scizor. And SD Scizor, especially if it's Terra Normal with Quick Attack, some people do run that on offensive SD Scizor. Terra Normal Quick Attack kills Rotom at 60. So it might actually just win. Like, legitimately just win. So we see another Gary Drain. Freaking Mon, super effective Mon taking 17 and 19 is crazy. We're definitely going to see a U-turn here unless... Who the hell is doing exclamation point sun, searing sun... Wait, what? No. This is not a command. This is not a command. You're not going to do this damn Necrozma freaking... Anyway, I definitely U-turn here. I don't think Dragon Darts kills at 30 because Tinglu is a stupid beast. And honestly, Mudkipnerd can just go out to Annihilate. I'd go hard Annihilate on U-turn. Just start stacking those Rage Fists because that's the way you win the game. That is the way you win the game. You want Annihilate to be boosted. And if Dragapult fails to kill and takes even a burnt Earthquake, am I blocking people? Is that why we can't see people talk? Oh, my bad. I don't want to be doing that. Ignore spectators. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to block. My bad. I didn't want to block all players because I want you guys to at least... I want you guys to experience this more thing. So, yeah, Dragon Darts, like I said, does not kill. If they go for Earthquake here, then... Okay, Spike is fine too. But I think personally, after seeing Among Us have heavy-duty boots, Garg most likely... Garg could be leftovers. If it's Stealth Rock, because it probably runs Protect. But after seeing those mons have heavy-duty boots, I would have personally just gone for the Earthquake damage because unless Dragapult's already in range of close combat, because again, it's scrappy close combat, so it does hit through Ghost type or Brave Bird, I always would have went for just like the 19% I would have gotten off, or 20-something% you would have gotten off with a burnt Earthquake, and then just to put it in range later, because that mon's so good. Never mind, my homie's going for game. Mincy first, hey, if you're reading this, bring it for me, go. All right, we got the chat back. Ooh, substitute. Unfortunately, we do see a crit. I don't know if the crit mattered because this Pothra isn't that bulky, but I'd have to say it did, right? Like, if it's max HP, it'd probably never die. It would be cool, though, to see a Spothra come out, to see Scizor come out, and then Terra Fire, and then Terra Fire, Terra Blast just to knock it out. Terra Fire is not that uncalled for, but Tinglu makes the most sense. Not heavy duty boots on Tinglu. The Spothra was never breaking through Tinglu anyway with leftovers as well. Let me refresh the game real quick just so we can you guys can catch up on chat. I want you guys to be able to see everything. So here's your whole gaming experience for Ya. Looks like I have switched sides too. Also, I'm like, Finch is my friend, but I don't care who wins. I'm more here for the content. Right? I don't know if they're still the same deal for the OU tier leader, but I mainly just want to see this because it's really fun to see. Like, not a lot of people, right? Not a lot of people would risk something on Pokemon. It's a game with so many variables. It's a game with so much luck. Like, not a lot of people would risk that crap. So, we see Rotom come out on maybe a Ruination or Earthquake. Finch completely ignores this Spothra, knowing that it cannot do any damage to me unless it's boosted. Getting up spikes to deal with the Annihilate, and potentially, if it's not heavy duty boost, Chien-Pao, that mon is taking way too much damage. That mon is taking way too much damage. Why did I only say 53 users? Oh, I guess 53 signed in, but there's definitely a lot more people in this game. Definitely a lot more. I like Finch's team more than I did the first time. I definitely think it's... If I had to play a game for where someone gets my spot or Ozma's spot or whoever's spot it is on the OU Council, where it actually has, like, you know, where there's risk, I would not risk hyper offense at all. I don't think it makes sense to risk hyper offense. Like, why would you play with something that you don't have outs versus? You have to outplay your opponent the entire time. Sometimes you just have Pokemon that are really hard for you to break. Especially because he wasn't bulk up Annihilate. He was just lead Annihilate on the last one. So it's not like he was breaking through a Dondozo with most of that team. Besides maybe tricking. What is going on with the chat? Anyway, Among Us is super free and there's nothing to think about. Opts to stay in though because he knows he could take a hit, and just Whirlwind, very good too. Honestly, really good. Flamigo comes Whirlwind out, and that's honestly the Pokemon you want. Like, Flamigo's the mon you want, and this low key, this mon is the mon that's gonna be putting in work. You see Adam saying pick right there as well. This is low key the mon that's gonna be putting in some crazy work, and this is a best of 3, I'm pretty sure. So I'll be recording all 3 games, but. Like, if Tinglu gets close combated, it makes a Spothra potentially better, but I think Scizor's just going to win with Bullet Punch at the end. Definitely a tough turn, though. Like, do you go Among Us, expecting them to want to go for close combat over Brave Bird? Or do you... There's someone linking a Dusknoir out. Let me go 6-0. If this is Bandit, that'd be sick, too. Especially with all them hazards up. Unfortunately, Among Us has heavy duty boots, but yeah. If you're Bandit, you just click Brave Bird. If you're Scarf, it's a tough return. It's a 50-50 which one you click. I do think that Finch doesn't necessarily need Tinglu because the Spothra is not a threat with the hazards up. So this is really nice anyway because the Spothra everything's in range of BP besides Rotom and Annihilate. But Annihilate gets 2 KO if it's Bandit, especially if it Terra Steals too. But yeah, so I think Tinglu made a lot of sense to stay in there. You don't need it anymore. It doesn't technically lose to Rotom or anything. Oh man, you just got so much more off this. What the hell? Ooh, we see Mudkipnerd expecting the Garg to want to come in. Really good play. Not expecting Finch to want to take even more damage for no reason when he does have the free Salt Cure Pokemon. So really good play. Honestly, though, Garg is so annoying. If it just Terras right here, Terra Fairies. Like, Terra Fairy just kind of beats my Kipnerd's team, too. You Terra Fairy, and you just Salt Cure it. And Rotom's taking 1,000,000,000% per turn because it's a water type. And you kind of just smash everything with it, too. But then if you do end up Fairing with this, that's one of your close combat. Or, excuse me, that's one of your Brave Bird answers. How much is Rotom at? Damn near full? Oh, Rotom's at 84. Yeah. Smart. We do see another Hydro Pump, which actually gives him a very free Spore. Oof. The free Spore right now. Mudkipnerd is really not in a good position. Again, the one way Mudkipnerd can win this game is with Annihilate, but Finch is positioning himself well enough to the point where Ape has to really outplay and get taunts right on everything to win. Though I will say that if it gets boosted enough, and if it's like, let's say Terra Normal, right? If it's actually Terra Normal, that way it can be immune to Hex. Would that even win? No, because that wouldn't win. Because you just Salt Cure that thing eventually and then beat it with Scissors Bullet Punch too. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what Mudkipnerd Let's Go to Sleep. Probably asfgerthrrth, considering it's useless in this game. 100, not bad. We got 500 people in here. Is that the actual number? Yep, there's the asfgerthrrth. Doesn't even Volt Switch. Not sure. Maybe it's no Volt Switch. Anyway, so asfgerthrrth, that was calculated, trust me. My homie is narrating his life like we're watching an anime. You know what? I'm all for it, fam. This is Mudkipnerd's Academia. This is his turn. What's in my head told me to do it, so it has to be right. Jesus Christ. Okay, so not even sure. If I'm Finch, I go Dragapult this turn. It covers. Scissors good too. Oh, it's not Boots. Scissors for the Chienpao switch. Is it SD? Is it SD? We don't see leftovers. Okay. If it's SD and it has quick attack, it just wins. If it's SD and it has speed, it just wins because it's faster than Rotom. If it's SD and the Chienpao doesn't have Sucker Punch, it just wins. And it'll have to be Bandit Terra Sucker Punch. Because, like, I mean, I haven't been talking about it much, but a jolly Chienpao, especially if they're not timid on Dragapult, or excuse me, naive or whatever on Dragapult, it's really good. I don't know how much it's going to take, bro. Yeah, it's Bandit. Okay, yeah. Damn. I think even if Ape Terra Waters, because it's not Rest, it's Taunt, it doesn't win. Like, it'll beat Scissor 1v1 because it'll be able to go for Rage Fist if it Terra Waters, and then it'll be able to live the Bullet Punch. But, and it'll kill, right? Because it'll be 100. It should kill because it's 150 base power. It'll probably be close. Because I'm assuming this is no bulk Scissor. Or, like, only max HP, no, like, defense or anything because it's banded. Yeah, that's big. Like, even if Ape Terra Waters, like I said, yeah. We do see Terra Steel to deal with the Terra Water. Great Terra on on Finchinator's part. Beautiful Terra. Yeah, so he had to do that because that's the only way you kill the Ape. So Ape was the Jesus, Mudkip. Ape was the one thing that I thought was the biggest threat. I'm pretty sure this, like I said, is inaccurate. But Ape is the one thing that was the biggest threat. Now, Chienpao can still be very annoying. Life Orb Chienpao can be very annoying. You would need some luck versus. You have to be Iso Crash, flinch Rotom, and then Crunch kill it after. But Life Orb Chienpao with like Sucker Punch, because Sucker Punch does kill Scizor after hazards. Dragapult missing Will-O-Wisp and you going for Crunch. You beat Tinglu, you beat Amoonguss. And Life Orb Adamant could smack Garg after hazards too if it's Spadef. It would need its Terra type though. I don't know. I don't think Finch loses this game. I do, however, think that Mudkipnerd should Volt Switch if they have it. They haven't revealed it yet for whatever reason. But they definitely should Volt Switch and try and get out that Chienpao and try to do something. If it's SD Chienpao, actually, that's a big thing, right? Because what Finch might do is Finch might just go Tinglu. That way, Chienpao can never come in on a Volt Switch. Because if it does come in on a Volt Switch on Amoonguss and it's Boots SD, if it's Boots SD, it actually wins if it's Boots SD. Because you just SD up again versus Dragapult. Never mind. You let asfgerthrrth die there. I think you needed to let Flamigo die and then try and SD up with Chienpao. If you are SD Chienpao. This guy's a character, man. Shout out to Mudkipnerd. I'll also link Finch. I have no idea if they have a channel or whatever it is, but never mind. It's over. Yeah. So I'm going to take that hazard. Unless it's SD. If it's actually, if it got the free SD, it's a cute cat. Then they can win. But there's no freaking way Finch lets it SD. You don't have to. You don't. You just click Spore. Yeah, I think you literally just click Spore here. But yeah, I don't think Finch can let it SD at all. If it's SD Life Orb, it actually gets every kill. Like, it legitimately kills everything. So, You definitely just stay in. You either spore or you sludge bomb. But because if Chien-Pao dies out, it's still a threat regardless, isn't it? If it's not life orb, it probably can't kill guard at +2. Finch already terrored, so he can't like terror water with Amoonguss, which some people do. So they can live like Chiyu's overheat and then spore them as well. Yep. So that was an expected death. Everybody expected that to happen. Looks like it's choice ban. Yep, you can go Rotom now and just safely Volt Switch. If they opt to stay in, then they take too much damage, and you can just bring out Dragapult and click U-turn after. Rotom's nice because Rotom gets guaranteed. Rotom either kills Flamigo, gets enough on this, or gets enough on their own Rotom. That way you can sweep with Bullet Punch later. So Scizor about to do this. Close combat versus Terrace. Why are people giving this damn Flamigo count? Why are you doing this? Why? Oh man, it would have been crazy if it was like SD Lumberry. SD Lumberry would have been insane too. Yo, SD Lumberry, I might try that set. Yeah, SD Lum would have won, especially if Willow missed later too. Ooh. So I didn't get the 6-0. Can I get a 5th vote on council? I mean, you could also get Suspect Rex and have an actual vote for what's happening with Terra. Is this only a 1-game thing as well? Again, or is it... Okay, cool. It is a best of 3. Great, it's a best of 3. Damn, man, that does so much damage. Yep, there's a free Volt Switch. And, Pult. Can't switch out ever. So if Pult's timid, it just comes out and just clicks Dragon Darts. And then they sack something for Flamigo. It's going to click close combat here. But you definitely just Dragon Darts. Chien-Pao goes down. Oh, the U-turn. It's cool too. You can bring out your Rotom and click Protect. Because most Rotoms run Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Protect. But you bring out Rotom. You got a little bit of leftovers cover. You protect in front of Flamigo to see if it clicks close combat. Which it will. Or Brave Bird. There's the Flamigo. You click that Protect. They CC. You sack Ting Lu. Yep. Then you go Pult and click Dragon Darts unless Flamigo gets a crit or it's Adamant Scarf. If it's Adamant Scarf... Well, I guess if you want to be super safe, instead of going Pult and risking a crit, you go out into Scizor and just click Bullet Punch or Quick Attack if you have it. Bullet Punch isn't going to do that much to Rotom, but I mean, it'll kill Flamigo and at least force it out. And then you get the whole thing over and over again. I honestly don't like that. I would just go Dragapult. Screw it, man. Like, you're going to have to risk a crit eventually. Yeah, this is fine too, I guess. Whatever. They're going to go Rotom and then Volt Switch and then bring out Flamigo. I love that Flamigo is fighting at the end. And there's the Bandit Quick Attack that I was talking about earlier. So that's it. It's aim. Alright, so, and then Rotom, they can't Terra because they already Terra their Ape. So the Bandit Quick Attack's nice. Some people actually run Thief as well for like Golden Go. But that's it. That's game 1. That was the most thing ever. As game 1... and all you do versus Flamigo, I don't even care if this kills. If I'm Finch, I switch because you could actually lose the close combat spam. You just go Rotom or Garg. It actually killed. Damn, I would at this point I would never even trust Calx myself. I would have switched. But it's 1-0, so we'll be right back for game 2. Here we are with game 2, and let me tell you something. Finch has came to win. I actually want this team. Legitimately, he's bringing just good stuff. Probably the exact same thing we saw on Dragapult from before. Same set, Hex, Wisp, U-turn, Dragon Darts. We do see Mudkipnerd loading up a really sick rain team. And high-key, low-key, high-key, Kilowattrel looks insane. And also Floatzel with Terra Water. Everybody knows Floatzel with Terra Water is broken. Stronger than Barraskewda. To be honest, I wouldn't even put Barraskewda on this team. I would have gotten rid of that, kept Floatzel, and then put something to better help versus like Rotom, personally. But yeah, Floatzel with Terra Water or just floats with Wave Crash is already stronger than Adamant Choice Band Barraskewda, because Wave Crash is strong in Liquidation, so even the attack difference doesn't make a difference. So yeah, Floatzel can actually two-shot Toxapex with Terra Water in the rain, so that's exciting to see. But again, Finch brought some balance. Tinglu, Dragapult, Unaware Skeletor, Heavy Duty Boots, same Rotom as before, probably Will-O-Wisp Protect type thing. Toxapex, which is a really good call into Mudkipnerd. If it's actually T-Spikes, it's even scarier than Toxic, just because it doesn't have to be on the field to be annoying, you know what I mean? And then Scizor as well. It's interesting, though, because Kilowattrel has potential with Hurricane. It has potential with Hurricane. Tinglu is going to be the hardest thing for it to break through. But, I mean, you have 17 Pokemon that can beat that. Also, if the Quaquaval is Terra Electric, then it goes crazy. Also, this could very easily not be the exact same Dragon Ball. It could just be Specs. I actually like Specs on the team if it is, personally, just because it does a lot of damage with spikes. I don't know, though. What if it's Specs and just clicks Thunder turn 1, then it gets a kill? There's no ground type on Mudkipnerd's team. Kilowattrel does have access to Volt Absorb, but it doesn't have to run it if it doesn't want to. But yeah, if this is Specs and it has Thunder, it's a wrap. Some people do run Specs Thunder as well with Terra Electric too. I think this is going to be a way quicker game though, and I think that Toxapex and Dragapult are going to have a huge, or are going to have a huge influence on who wins this game, personally. But I don't know. Oh my god, look at Vren. Look at them ghosting in the damn chat. I guess it doesn't matter because it's not a tournament game, right? But look at them ghosting in this damn chat. I like that though. I like that though. Help out my buddy Mudkipnerd. Let him know. But the thing is, if Mudkipnerd switches, it's actually worse for them. Like, what if they just click Shadow Ball? You literally could click Shadow Ball unless it specs Pelipper. It doesn't kill Dragapult at all. Yeah, it doesn't kill Paul at all. But Shadow Ball's a 2-hit KO on literally everything on Mudkipnerd's team. Did you guys know that Hariyama learns Headlong Rush? That's really cool. I freaking love Hariyama. I'm sorry, I was just looking at a comment on my channel, and someone said that Hariyama is the only mon besides Great Tusk to learn Headlong Rush, which is freaking cool. Let me know as well if anybody got this far, because I know a lot of people probably didn't. We're going to see the Scout for Thunder. Scizor is not a switch-in, as you can see, and it's leftovers as well. Good switch, but 4-0 because of you. Good switch, like scouting for Thunder, but wrong Pokemon. I understand though, it's kind of hard to go kill, especially if you're not Volt Absorber. It's kind of hard to go kill him. Penalty for ghosting Iron Water. There's 100% a spy in the Pikamuku for OU Discord. I like that you spelled that out too. But there's not really much to think about. You go to Tinglu on Kilowattrel. You can stay in and just go for Thunder. It's not like you're going to live a Wave Crash from Floatzel after it tears. Also, there's no rocks on Mudkipnerd's teams or Hazard at all. I just saw that. Yeah, Pex is good too. I don't think Finch needs to play that safe personally. I think that Pex smashes everything anyway. Also, Pex sucks. Like, it doesn't actually, like, it doesn't have Scald. Chilling Water is so bad. Chilling Water is so bad. But I assume that Kilowattrel is going to come in next. It's the only mon on the damn team that can beat this Pokemon. We might see a Chilling Water come out just because it's boosted by rain. So Kilowattrel is actually going to take like 50. Oh, we see Toxic. Finch just expecting a switch. Putting this thing on a timer guaranteed. That's basically the game though. I agree with Rin. That's basically the game. Like, the only way you beat Finch's team is if Kilowattrel goes crazy. So putting it on a timer is kind of a wrap, right? You probably go Tinglu regardless of what they do here. And also, you would think that, oh man, Skeletor is so useless, but a lot of them use Terra Water or Fairy. If it's Terra Water in this one, it's so good because its Torch Song, even though it's going to be in the rain, is still boosting its special attack. I'm surprised. Really surprised you went Skeletors there. I actually still think it's like, if it's Terra Water, it's still good. And you don't need your Terra on literally anybody else to win. But maybe they're Terra normal. Like again, if this thing is Terra Water, it's Fizz Death, it eats every hit. But based on that damage, you can just go Tinglu after. However, if Mudkipnerd ends up going out into Floatzel this turn, which is very something it could definitely do, right? There's very little chance that Finchinator is going for Will-O-Wisp this turn. He's either going to sack off Skeletors and get off some damage with Hex, or go hard Tinglu. He might slack off. Instead of sack off, he might slack off, expecting Mudkipnerd to expect Tinglu switch, and then try and deal with the Floatzel permanently. Because, like I said, in my opinion, Floatzel is the only threat. If you get this thing in versus, if you get Floatzel in versus Skeletors on slack off and it Terra Waters, it just clicks Will-O-Wisp and gets the kill on Floatzel basically. There's the Quackle Vol. And we do see Finchinator just going for a rogue Will-O-Wisp there. Good play. Honestly, good play. Anticipating him to expect the Tinglu. Finch is playing really well. It's a wrap. Like I said, if this was Terra Electric SD, then it could have been crazy with Terra Blast, but it's a wrap. Maybe if it crits, that still won't kill Pex. Quackle Vol, no! Yeah, if this thing actually killed Pex, I think that Mudkipnerd could have won. Like, very easily, in fact. But that burn was nice. Good play on Finch. I'm not going to take it from him at all. That was a good play. I definitely would have slacked off anticipating switch just because Toxapex switches on everything. But that covers this thing potentially being SD plus whatever. Oh, my God. And the damn Kilowattrel coming in and taking 54. It's so sad. At this point, you could just go Tinglu. Because rain ends, you get up Stealth Rock, which are basically there for the entirety of the game. Could be default on Scizor, but they're basically there for the entirety of the game, and then it's a wrap. I think this is going to end 2-0 in Finch's favor instead of the big offense. The rain boosted liquidation doing 50. I think that's the most I've ever seen Toxapex do to something. Besides when everybody tries to use Bandit or Specs Toxapex. Yep, there's Tinglu. Do we see a Weather Ball? Nope, just Thunder. Desperate Thunder at that point, right? Can't really deal with this Mon. So we are going to see rocks go up this turn. There we go. Free rocks. And yeah. I mean, that's it. You just stay in and get up spikes. Like, it doesn't matter. Nothing can win. Or you get up a Whirlwind too. Good. Quackle Vol comes out. You get in the Toxapex again. And then you never switch. Oh, it just stays in. Are you getting up greedy spikes? It's not even greedy at this point, right? This Mon can't win anything. Oh, he just says, I don't want this Mon to be able to do anything. I guess Finch knows that as long as Toxapex is alive, he wins. And he's also just trying to catch anything on a double. But I don't think there's anything Mudkipnerd can do at all. What is Kilowattrel at? Kilowattrel dies to Stealth Rock. This thing dies to Life Orb plus Burn. Or Stealth Rock plus Burn. Scizor gets 2-shot by Earthquake. Floatzel takes 10 million%. Barraskewda takes 10 million%. Barraskewda might die to Earthquake, to be honest. Or it'll be really close. But maybe you go Pex just to get the regen. But yeah, he doesn't have to. He knows it's a wrap. Ruination, I guess just in case Pelipper came out. Fitz is just throwing off attacks at this point. He's just throwing off. He's literally just throwing off attacks. He knows it's over. Yeah, he took this way more seriously than the last time. Just based on his team choices. Best of 5 if you don't got a higher party to go to tonight. Damn, wait, it's going to be best of 5. That means if Finch wins this one, which he will, then there's potentially 3 more games. And in the very least, there's 1 more game. So, all right, we got something a little bit more exciting to see what happens. I hope Finchinator brings offense in the next. I hope he brings offense in the next game, and it gets hella fun. All right, you just stay in, sack this. No point trying to 6-0. Nope, just went Pex anyway. You saw how much that took, by the way? That's a resisted move, and it did 42. So you Terra Water, easily to a KO. I don't think he needs to go that because now if... Yep, there's a Terra Water. But now if Pex comes out and gets crit, it dies. So... Yeah. If the Scizor has quick attack, it kills... Does Pex die from a crit? It would take about 50 something from the crit. No, it doesn't die to a crit. No. It'd take 50 at neutral. So yeah, it dies to a crit. Freaking crazy. Rotom doesn't die, though. So you just Volt. Maybe they sack Kilowattrel here, but... Dude, what is this copy pasta? Which one? Is that the copy pasta? The Mudkipnerd diff. OE room lighting up like we back on Christmas and I'm driving through the suburbs. Alright, there's a Kilowattrel Zac into still not being able to beat Rotom. Low Protect to stall, turn and rain. Smart. You probably could have done that in Sack Scarlet if you really want to. It's funny, Scarlet just wins now by clicking X. What does he do from here? Barraskewda comes out. You protect. If it close combats or anything, you can literally switch out into Scarlet or Pex and not care at all. I mean, watch this. He clicks protect, bro. There's nothing to watch. I'm gonna watch the move not work. I got the Mudkipnerd diff. Oh my god, that's the win. That's the way. That's the win con, bro. The lag. The one with the lag. The one with the lag is the win con. Bro, Finch is tapping out because he's probably changing music or responding to DMs. He doesn't need to think to win right now. Well, get me dinner too, bro. You're in New York. I'm in CT right now. I'm hungry as hell. Shoot. We see Protect into Waterfall. Huh. This being Waterfall and not Liquidation is interesting. Because basically it might be able to flinch everything to death. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, I'll be completely honest. But maybe he can come back. I'm like having a hard time trying to believe this too. I'll pause it until something happens. I'll be right back. Because he's just going to Volt. Well, I mean, he's just going to Volt Switch and get a kill. There's nothing that's going to happen. It's literally Volt Switch and get a kill. Yeah, it's literally Volt Switch. And Scizor also sweeps the water team with quick attack, so I don't know. I love that Scizor got CC this gen though. I'll be putting little, should I put little things down there for like game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5? Or does that spoil too much? Actually, if I put game 1, game 2, game 3, that doesn't spoil too much. But then if you got this far, if you actually are watching at this point for this Reddit game, then is there no timer in this game? Is that why this is taking so long? Guys, games don't normally take this long. Oh, the only mon that can take Volt Switch on the team. Literally the only mon that can take Volt Switch on the team. Now you just go out to Dragon Ball and click Shadow Ball. Yep. Free kill. Bullet Punch crit won't even kill because it's leftover Scizor. If it was Bandit, yeah, but it's lefties. Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball. Guaranteed kill. Baits the... Why are you doing this, Finch? Why are you doing this? You cannot lose the game. You literally cannot lose the game. You wouldn't even die to a crit. Why did you switch? Also, it did crit that turn, which is actually hilarious. If y'all saw. But you would have died. I don't get why. Can't lose. Psychic Fangs can't sweep because you got Scizor. Rotom is at full. I mean, I guess they want Dragapult, and I don't even get it. Like, why? Nothing killed you after. Barraskewda didn't kill you unless it's Crunch, and you're timid, most likely, with Specs and this type of team. You're definitely timid. Does he want to be able to click Thunder? Oh, okay, yeah. So, Mudkipnerd said, here, I'm going to click Thunder. So now, the only one that can come out is Floatzel, and Floatzel will click Wave Crash, and it will be killing the Skeleturge, finally. Hello, Oko's Dragapult. Easily. Dude, that mon is strong as that. Floatzel is definitely the mon that came up. And then you just click Quick Attack and win the game. I think it kills Bear. It'll be close to killing Barraskewda, but I mean, regardless, it's a game. It's over. There's Quick Attack. All right, so we're gonna be on to game 3 because, like he said, this is gonna be a best of 5 now. There's definitely more people than this in the game as well. Damn, it actually killed from 64s. I mean, it is Technician boosted, right? That is a strong one. So, can we ban Quick Attack Scizor? Alright, I think Finch is going to bring balance again, and I think this lack of timer is definitely going to make the game long as hell. We'll be right back with you the game, guys. Finch said because it's the best of 3, and I don't think I'm going to lose anyway, and I have more flexibility. He brought literally standard dot. Glimmora lead, standard Dragapult, SD King Gambit, and we see Mudkipnerd actually bringing a pretty nice team with the Shed Tail pass. Unfortunately for Mudkipnerd, they've led wrong into the Dragapult, unless they are Scarf Cyclizar, which definitely is faster than Pult, since no Pult runs Scarf right now. I don't think there's a reason to run Scarf. I misclicked A. The boy said I misclicked A. Bro, misclicked his F button too right after. Alright, so I guess Corby comes out. Or you can go... You could go Iron Valiant, but Iron Valiant's more like an endgame win con versus Finch, especially if it's like Ghost Terra. I like that Finch didn't lead Glimmora into this team. That was smart. So we do go Iron Valiant, see if we go Draco or Cork Drive makes it faster. We do see a Dragon Darts, very good play. This could be Banded Dragapult on this team. I actually think it is Banded Dragapult on this team with the Hazard. So that's a free Moonblast. Not really much to predict here. If you have Terra, you can Calm Mind as well. If you're Calm Mind Terra Ghost, you can do that, but then you lose to King Gambit after. So we see Golden comes out. We see Swords Dance. Ooh, okay, the baller play right here, because this thing can literally win, is to Spirit Break on the Terra fighting from Golden Go. This is the play I'd make, right? If I were playing Finch right now, I'd Spirit Break 10 times out of 10. I'd Spirit Break 10 times out of 10 if I'm Mudkipnerd, and I'd Terra fighting if I'm Golden Go. Because Knock actually kills Golden Go. But the thing is, if Golden Go gets weakened, that Spothra, if it's Terra fighting, can also win too. I think he's going to Terra fighting the Golden Go, guys. I think he's going to Terra fighting the Golden Go. I literally think he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Oh my god, Mudkipnerd, please. You know what? Please don't have knockoff and just click Spirit Break. That'd be so funny. Finch is thinking about it. He's laying his timer word down. He got to make that Terra not... This is the... Finally, at game 3, we have a real game. This is what I want. He knows that if he Terra fights... He's using SV Fight Nights. Finchinator versus Freeze January 1st. Battle Chat's moving 1 million miles per hour. Welcome to SV... Wait. I'll look at that in a sec. Terra fight. Just make it rain. Damn, come on, bruv. I'm sad that happened, but I'm also sad they didn't click knockoff. Anyway. Periodic OU rumor or challengers face on the high stakes best of 3s. What makes it high stakes? Is there money involved? What are the stakes in this one? Whatever. Hi, can you ban, please? This mon's getting banned January 2nd, I'm pretty positive. Man, I'm so sad. That was like the coolest turn ever. That was so good. Man, that could have been... Like, even if it just knocked... Like, if you knocked off and you actually forced the Terra, asfgerthrrth could win too. So I feel like it was just... If you had knockoff, it was just win-win to click it. But it was still funny if he had Terra fighting and then Spirit Break, man. Very sad. I have the thumbnail YouTubers throwing for content. Anyway, this, even if it is Terra Grass, I don't know if you Terra here. I don't think that leaves you much to win with later, especially with the Shutdown Dragonite. You can still do it. asfgerthrrth on the dodge, not bad. Really bad for Finch though, but not bad. We do see a Calm Mind on the player not even doing half, which is crazy. And we see Lumina Crash come out. Oh my gosh. Not even Storm Power, but Lumina Crash is kind of nice. That's really funny. That's really funny because typically Storm Power is better, but I think Lumina Crash has a place. I think Lumina Crash has a place on this mon, personally. At this point, you don't actually kill this Pokemon with much, right? You gotta go Corviknight or you go Cyclizar and Shed Tail into Corviknight. So yeah, we do see Cyclizar come out, and now we're gonna see a Shed Tail. I mean, what, you just play rough again anyway, right? Because play rough breaks everything besides Corviknight. If they're crazy, they went for the liquidation, but I mean, liquidation isn't bad anyway. You can break. You won't die from 71%, so liquidation isn't bad, but I'm pretty sure Corviknight's gonna come out regardless. Ooh, the Ice Spinner on Belly Drum is cool. Really cool. Nice little catch-all. We do see Bulk Up from Corviknight. Golden Go comes out to threaten the trick. Bulk Up Corviknight, high key a threat. Like, actually high key a threat. It actually beats Finch's team, especially with the right Terra type. Like, it can beat Finch's team. So this is actually a big threat. So does Finch actually end up tricking here? Aw. Come on, bud. You gotta fight back, brother. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I think that I cannot see, and I understand now why Finch kept Glamora's Sash, but I really can't see how Mudkipnerd wins. I would say Dragonite, but because Finch kept the Sash on the Glamora, it's a wrap. Yeah, it's definitely a wrap. One arrow. And now you just get a free Make It Rain. You just click Make It Rain here for sure. If Corviknight stays in and as you Make It Rain, you just switch out after and you'll be good too. There's Cyclizar on the Make It Rain, right? Oh, goes Glamora instead. I kind of think keeping this thing Sash is good, unless this is actually Scarf and it's Rocks on King Gambit. But I think keeping it Sash is very strong here. Because you want to be able to deal with Dragonite. That's again, if you are actually cooking the wave. So we do see a Shed Tail pass. Very smart. Because Iron Valiant no longer gets Speed Boost. So it does die to Shadow Ball. Chi-Yu dies to Draco. How much is that? Yeah, Chi-Yu dies to Draco. Dragonite takes a ton of damage anyway. Also, it's Dragon Darts. What am I saying? So Dragonite gets 2-shot by that. Through... Gosh, Dragonite. It's not bad if it Terra Normals here, actually. Yeah, there's Terra Normal on Dragon Darts. It's going to do a lot. 24. Huh. This Mon could win. It's not leftovers this time, though. This Mon could win depending on the set. Nah, we have the Glamora there. Also, you just stand in Dragon Darts again. Because then you E-Speed break it and then you... actually, maybe you lose. If it's Ice Spinner, it kills Dragapult now. And I would think on a team with very offensive, like Shed Tail passing, that it would be Ice Spinner and not Roost. Glamora always breaks the sub, though, because of its Focus Sash, and then you can Dragonite E-Speed it. So I think Finchinator's fine. Yeah, he's good. This isn't a loss. Not yet, anyway. Also, again, if it's not Ice Spinner, it doesn't even kill Dragapult. And then it gets so much off on it, too. The Nissan needs to stop freaking calling me, bro. I'm trading in that car. And you ain't gonna stop me. I don't want it anymore. It's a lease. Stop bugging me. Damn it. I know it's coming up. Oh, shoot! Wait. He just won. Yeah, it kills. Because remember, this is multi-scale, right? Which made it do 12 and then it did 23. Yeah. Wow. I really thought that was banded and it was just bulk. Wow. I really thought. You see sub here. Power trip. Doesn't break the sub. He can just Terra and Ghost move now. And now 2 a KO. Oh, Terra and Phantom Force is nice too because you actually get recovery back too. Send me a nice little voicemail there. And just Dragon Darts here. Yeah, and it doesn't even matter if Cyclizar comes out and brings it out on certain attacks, so you get a free sub after. Looks like Avon made this set as well. This is kind of, I like this. So you just Dragon Darts here, which kills. And then, I mean, if they go Iron Valley into Cyclizar, it's still over. They went Chi-Yu first, so they hella die. To Dragon Darts, and that's a wrap. Finchinator's won the best of 3. That's it. They're not even trying to go Cyclizar. Dude, if this was knockoff, man, like, I'm really disappointed that it switched. Yeah. Can you kill Drag so I don't get 6-0, please? Oh, Mudkipnerd didn't do it. Oh, he's actually letting him kill him. What if it... What a nice guy. What a nice guy. I mean, we knew Finch was a nice guy when it was originally a best of 1, right? The first day, the last time. Then it became a best of 3. And now is another best of 3, which became a best of 5. Okay. All right, Finch. Just win the game already, damn it. All right, that's it. Well, thank you very much for watching. Once again, Reddit has not won versus Smogon. And Finchinator has once again defended the OU Council spot. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you let me know by leaving a like. Does this thing have Draco? Some of them are in Draco. There's no way you're not Rapid Spin though. Is it actually Draco? Check me out, Freeze Eye Fight Night, January 1st. Oh, okay. Yeah, but again, hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. That's it. Peace.